Very good victory today against a well-coached, disciplined Central Michigan team. Was extremely pleased with the job our coaching staff did in the last 2 weeks since Villanova game. We came with a bad taste out of our mouth, even though we lucked our way into a victory in game one. I thought we definitely earned this victory today. The defense, I really challenged the defense to play well in stopping the run. Coach Bola, Coach Dowse, Coach Reed, Coach Lee did a heck of a job getting those kids ready to play. 26 yards rushing, I think, unofficially after the quick stat sheet I got here, which is just a phenomenal job by those coaches and by those players, obviously. Players play the game. I'm really looking forward to getting this video up because I want to look at it, and I'm hoping it looks the way I think it's going to look. A physical football team that our fan base can say, okay, they're back. They're playing physical, tough, hard-nosed football the way Syracuse kids should and will in the future. So that's the first part. Offensively, great job. 289 yards rushing, great job. I thought we took care of the football, which was key. And it was great to see so many kids get to play and be a part of a productive victory. A lot of running backs playing on the field. A lot of people in personnel substitution situations getting on the field. So it was a great team victory, and we understand we have a great challenge in front of us going into the Maryland game. And with that, any questions?
Take your questions for Coach. How much of the play calling was maybe let's get a little bit of confidence back in Terrell, those 3 scores for him on his own?
Really wasn't that way. It was just run our offense and run it better than we did the week before. Simple as that.
Other questions for Coach today?
Coach, talk about the play of the defensive line. They seem to come up big early.
Yeah, they seem good. I thought I liked some of the schematic things that Coach Bola and the staff put in against the two-back team that was running a lot of lead plays, both to the strong and weak side. And it all starts up front. When you look at the productivity that some of the linebackers had, especially in the first half, because I think we had some TFL productivity out of the linebackers, and I know Dyson made a lot of tackles as well. It all starts up front. Those kids don't always get the credit unless it's sacks, but the hard numbers that are really well worth pointing out are the numbers that go unseen. Taking on double teams, pressing the line of scrimmage, making the ball go sideways so the linebackers in the secondary can clean things up. So I was pleased with the way the defensive line played. Difficult to truly know until I get to the video, but it was a good job. Anytime you hold them 26 yards rushing, that's a great job, and couldn't be more pleased with those men up front.
Other questions for Coach? Your defense also putting points on the board. I mean, how nice is it to take the pressure off the offense for a couple drives?
It's great. We always talk about being creative in the offensive side of the ball, on the kicking game, but on defense you can be extremely creative as well. You'd like to create turnovers, and to see us create that turnover and then take it back was a big deal. And we got to come up with some interceptions.
Coach, you got Eric Phillips involved in the second half.
Yeah.
What did you see out of the freshman you really liked that?
Well, he had a good summer camp, and we were real pleased with some of the dimensions he brings. He's a scat back. He can drop his feet in the grass and come out of it really fast. And I think the offense was afraid I was going to move in the corner if he didn't get an opportunity to run the ball. That's a joke. Irv, anytime you can get a good running back from Connecticut, why wouldn't you at Syracuse? Right, Floyd? Exactly. So he's just a quick scat back. Love the kid, love him to death. We got a good group of young freshmen, and it was fun to see him get an opportunity to run that ball a little bit.
Any friendly ribbing from Marquez Dodge after the score?
He scored a touchdown. I've ribbed him on one-on-one, but that's like a family deal behind closed doors.
Scott, what did you think of Terrell's game today, especially him using his legs?
Thought he did a nice job. A couple well-called plays by Coach McDonald and the offensive staff. But I thought he did a good job. He didn't look as timid. I thought in the game one he was kind of not trying to get hurt or not trying to get hit. You can't run that way. I told him just run that ball hard, and I thought that showed up today.
And him being able to run out of those zone reads, how much does that open up the bubble? The handoff, and just kind of force the front to stay honest.
It all goes hand in hand. I mean, that's the whole idea behind the offense, and I'm looking forward to it. I know there are a lot of things that we need to clean up, and I'm looking forward to seeing that on the plane, on the flight home.
Scott, apologies if it's been asked already, but a bit of a homecoming for Eric. Do you see anything different in a kid on a day like this?
Say that again. I missed the first part of it.
Bit of a homecoming for Eric again.
Oh, for Eric Kroom?
Yeah. Do you see anything different in a kid when you know he's coming to his own field?
Oh, I think anytime a kid can come home and play in front of his family, it's important. So for Eric Kroom, I saw his dad right after the game coming up, which is awesome. And Ronnie Thompson, for those kids, both Detroit kids, to come back here and have some people be able to come back and watch them play, it's always a great thing.
Scott, coming off that Villanova game, where
Yeah.
not a complete performance.
No, bad performance. Bad performance against Villanova.
And this one here, offense, defense, special teams.
Yeah.
Can you comment on this big turnaround?
Well, I think our coaching staff, my assistant coaches, did a great job. We kept our thumbs on them, good and hard. We were physical. We had a lot of physical practices. I'm not going to tell you the kids were feeling good coming into the game. I know they were sore, but that's what we have to be at Syracuse. We have to be a tough football team, and I think at times we showed that today. We're going to have to take it to a new level to reach our goals as we go week in, week out. But I was pleased with the job the coaches did, the job the players did in their preparation and the way they worked at it when we were hard on them. And we need to stay true to that formula as we get into this Maryland game plan.